privilege to bring you a very positive, uplifting story today. Let's face it, we can all use it right now. I'm going to introduce to you Jennifer Easton, BART's art program manager, to tell you a little bit about why we're here. We're at the Coliseum Station, and we're about to unveil a mural. And let's face it, art has the power to uplift communities and to bring a little sunshine to your day. So let's bring in Jennifer Easton from BART's art program manager to tell you more about this project.
Good morning. On behalf of BART, I would love to welcome back our esteemed partners on this project, Y-Plan. Okay. I'd like to welcome back our esteemed partners, Y-Plan and African American Male Achievement, for the long-awaited unveiling of Marcus Lafarga's mural titled For the Culture. This project initiated in the winter of 2017 when BART's Real Estate, Planning, and Art Departments partnered with Y-Plan and AAMA to explore the opportunity for exchange with young Black men about their experiences with and interests and ideas for a better transit system. There are several classroom visits, a field trip for the ages that went to Fruitvale, West Oakland, and Coliseum stations. On that trip, we discussed transit-oriented development, and the students met with developers in West Oakland and Coliseum. And we heard great ideas on enhancing customer experience through art and other ideas about how often they rode BART, why and why not. We discussed the neighborhoods around the stations and how BART might play a role integral to the students' ability to use transit or have transit support their well-being. It was insightful, it was informative, and it was a lot of fun and a tad bit exhausting. From there, the students, with the support of Y-Plan student teachers and their amazing AAMA in-class mentors, Landon Miller and Jamal Muhammad, developed ideas about better transit and turned them into presentations that were actually ultimately presented at City Hall in Oakland. And then they came to the BART senior managers meeting and presented the BART ideas about transit specific to BART. At that meeting, Grace Krunikin, our then general manager, was so overwhelmed and excited. She said, these students need internships, and that's where Team Coliseum Mural was born. For 6 weeks, Amari, Mikhail, Solly, Jordan, Kasai, Victor, and Hezekiah met with the BART's art program and communications department with the exuberant leadership of Mirtha Ortiz Villar from Y-Plan to learn about mural making, learning about impacting environments through art, communications training, in-station customer interviews, and a variety of other activities that led up to the final request for qualifications for a muralist and the artist selection. We couldn't have asked for a better artist partner than Marcus Lafarga, whom you will meet shortly. Not only is he a terrific and local artist, he's warm, he was open to their ideas, and fully enthusiastic about working with a group to make their vision a reality. It is an amazing addition to the station, to this community, and to the BART art collection. I'd like to thank a few people. First to Abby Thorne-Lyman, who's in our BART real estate group, who helped initiate the project with Y-Plan. To BART Communications, led by my co-collaborator in this project, Alicia Trost, and the External Affairs team. To our previous and current general managers and our BART board members who understand and support art as a way to expand BART's connection to the communities it serves. To our BART facilities team, who get a real shout out for helping us install this mural. Part of the reason we were so delayed is trying to figure out how to get this amazing mural up and installed, and they were amazing partners in just making this happen, so I'd like to thank them, especially Pat Emmons and Ray Painter. And I would hope you too will honor the kings who made this project happen by thinking a little more aspirationally about the Coliseum Station and the people who live here. And now I'd like to invite Jerome up from African American Male Achievement. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for this opportunity. Definitely want to thank BART, Y-Plan, and our amazing artist, Marcos, for the opportunity. With all the heart, passion, commitment that I have for our amazing scholars who we refer to as our kings. And, in particular, the 6 kings that was mentioned by name, and our 2 facilitators, Landon Miller and Jamal Muhammad. Very fortunate Landon's here with us to celebrate with his king, and Jamal, due to distance learning, wanted to be here, but he wouldn't be able to see his kings for another 2 weeks. So as we've continued the program now, and just, for our kings to take part in this is so amazing, because it really, for them, is part of their legacy and the role models that they now will permanently become for all the kings that follow them. And it is truly a reflection of them and them only, not adults, them, and how they feel. I mean, so for us, we just are so thankful for this opportunity, and really look forward to continue to doing more. As a result of this work, we've expanded into elementary schools, because of this type of work and the type of program and movement we put together. So we're now in elementary schools, and we are also influencing, our African American females as well. So once again, I just am incredibly proud of the vision that our kings and the work effort and the ethic that they put forth in their heart and getting this project completed, along with, extraordinary Marcos the artist. So one thing we do is we definitely want to lift them up, so they will have opportunity to speak to this work. So I'm more excited about that, to be honest, when we finish this piece, that our kings will have a chance to share with you how they feel. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Amanda Eppley, and I am the Associate Director of the Center for Cities and Schools at UC Berkeley, and was involved in this project with the Y Plan Initiative. And I am so grateful to be here today as we unveil this mural and all it represents. This project was personal for me since day one, as it was my first opportunity to return to Oakland schools, where I'd taught middle school a decade before. And this project brought my worlds together, because in my then new capacity as Y Plan manager, I got to partner with OUSD's AAMA initiative, led by my former principal and mentor, Jerome Gordine, and with BART, as initiated through one of my oldest and dearest friends, Abby Thorne-Lyman. The thing about this project, though, is that while it was personal for me from the start, part of the magic was that it became personal for so many individuals along the way. Solomon, Hezekiah, Mikhail, Jordan, Kasai, Amari, and Victor spent their summer as BART interns, representing their entire classes to implement their Y Plan proposal. Jennifer's persistent commitment drove this project to its completion, and Alicia has continued to make sure that these young men get the appreciation and recognition they deserve. Mirtha stepped up to lead the Y Plan portion of the internship immediately after she graduated from Cal. And Selena, Adriana, and Susana started as mentors on this project and became part of our team for years. And Marcus truly heard these young men's vision and implemented it perfectly. But the project involves so many others: Jerome, Abby, Deb, Jamal, Grace, Myrna, Landon, Beverly, Efferson, Patrice, Daniel, May, Blanca, Sean, Ernest, Prem, Jabari, Heather, 100 Kings, 25 UC Berkeley undergraduate mentors, and many, many more. Beauty of this project resides not just in these individuals, but the way they came together. While diverse communities of practice drive all Y Plan projects, this one was exemplary. Y Plan is an acronym. It stands for Youth, Plan, Learn, Act, Now. But it's also a pun, pushing young people and adults alike to constantly question why we plan, and to consider the disparate impacts of those plans and what they can have. It partners young people with city leaders to tackle real-world problems together through project-based civic learning experiences like this one. An action research initiative from UC Berkeley Center for Cities and Schools Y-Plan has engaged more than 10,000 young people and hundreds of schools, teachers, and civic partners across the country and around the world for 20 years. When BART first became a Y-Plan civic partner, they sought to inject youth voice into the challenges around ridership and workforce development. They brought their professional expertise to share with young people, and they hoped to gain valuable insights from them. This project accomplished that for sure, with changes in youth fares and ticket machines, discussions of community protectors, and of course this mural. But it transcended this initial charge. As this project became personal for more and more people, it cultivated deeper understanding, enduring relationships, and a new standard for future partnerships. As BART planners, AMA kings, educators, leaders, university mentors, and researchers became true partners in innovation, each bringing our own knowledge, skills, insights, and abilities, and recognizing those unique talents in each other, we got a glimpse not only of each other's lives and the diversity of our experiences, but also of the heart that unites us all. The power and depth of the relationships cultivated through this project drove a steadfast commitment to this installation despite the obstacles, and it is what reunites us here today, 3 years later, to celebrate despite the smoky air and global pandemic. In these times that seem to test us with challenge upon challenge upon challenge, perhaps in such relationships forged by diverse groups and individuals, we just might begin to unlock some solutions together.
Don't you dare get in front of me.
Name's Marco Safarga. I didn't have anything prepared, and I'm a little nervous. And when I was asked, why am I nervous? I wanted to represent the King's vision to the fullest extent. They are the visionaries of this piece, and I really wanted to represent their voice to the best of my ability. And I worked really hard on the piece, and without everybody's help, especially Pat and Jennifer being the catalyst of this project. I mean, 3 years, it's been going on a long time, and she just kept being the driving force. And I'm extremely humbled by everybody's kind words, and beyond flattered. And I can't express my gratitude enough to the young gentlemen that put me on to the project. So it's all about them. My family as well too. My family's here supporting.
Hi, my name is Solomon Bland. I go by Solly too. I'm one of the internships from from Oakland High. All I got to say, I'm very excited and I'm very grateful to be part of this mural. I guess a lot of kids from Oakland don't really get a chance to be part of history, and I'm just very thankful and excited. And thank you again. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. I'm Hezekiah Pemberton. I'm gonna keep it short because I tend to make things go a long time, but it's just we, you know what I'm saying? We got problems. I just wanted to say thank you to BART and Y-Plan because when we first started, I was like a freshman, and then now I'm out of high school. But I didn't believe like it was like they really cared, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you know how a lot of companies say they care, and it was a classroom full of all black kids and stuff like that, and like we had good ideas and big ideas, so we thought they was just gonna brush it to the side and then not give us our credit, and then but we stayed true to it, and this project allowed a lot of us in the class to blossom. People that we didn't expect would do it, they did do it, and everybody was engaged. So that was the good part about it, and like we got to take it to City Hall. We met Libby Schaff and all that stuff, and I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity y'all giving us, and it did take 3 years, and but I mean, it looked beautiful. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
My name is Jordan Hill. I was blessed to get an opportunity for this internship to learn how to get better with my peers. I remember we took a trip out to San Francisco to peep those murals, and we went downtown, and it really inspired us to really grow, and inspired us to be useful as black men. And I just want to thank the BART community for this opportunity to speak in front of everybody, and yeah, I'm just grateful. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Robert Rayburn. I was elected to the BART board in 2010, representing Oakland, San Leandro, Alameda. I am so honored to be here today with so many beautiful, creative people. I want to share with you that this today represents the culmination of 2 initiatives that have been rolling through BART for a long time. One was an intern program involving high school and community college students. The other is creating an art program. Just yesterday, I was on a Zoom call with a man named Romeo Garcia. We were both on this call to meet with Representative Barbara Lee. Romeo used to be the principal at Arise High School, about a 6'10" guy with a long braided ponytail, and now he has a beard. I hadn't seen him for a couple of years. He's living in Hawaii now. But I used to go into his classrooms at Arise and talk to the students. But when I was elected, I didn't have an avenue for those students to get into BART, to cross that moat and see how things really work. Well, after a few near fisticuffs with a general manager who I sent packing, when I asked, what are we doing for youth in high schools? She said, we don't have time for that. I said, wrong answer. By 2013, Romeo's students came in for a career day at BART. And they had a full curriculum. 8 different departments provided information about what they did at BART. I went to our new general manager then and I said, now what we need to do next is just stretch that out into 8 weeks of a full curriculum. And by 2014, we were on that road. I'm so proud that we're able to engage the community, starting with the high school youth, and in a meaningful way. With art, well, I also was involved in an initiative on art. We had a little project back in 2011 that we didn't have a policy, a program, but it was over near Children's Hospital. Some murals on 52nd Avenue, 52nd Street, called Temescal Flows. Well, we painted some BART columns, but unfortunately, the right hand wasn't talking to the left, and what happened was we came back and earthquake safety engineers said, oh, we have to take out that art. And it ended up costing $30,000 to replace the art. And I said, we need a program. We need a program manager. We need a policy for art that really engages and creates this lasting art. Don't just hand somebody a can of paint and a brush and say, go to work. Make sure that it's planned. And also, I wanted to make sure it was funded. And so that policy includes funding through our capital program for both operations and capital construction. Anything that people touch has to include art. Well, going back to Romeo, when I saw him yesterday, I said, it's so good to see you. And he said, mahalo. Hawaiian for gratitude. Well, mahalo to everyone in this room who had a part in creating culture for the people. Your thumbprint is on BART. Thank you.